So hello there and welcome back to another Night of the Movies video. Not a podcast today, but a video. I am Spark Knight, and in these videos, in these podcasts, whatever you want to call them, in these videos for today, shall we call them, I love talking all things movies and TV and whatever I want, whenever I want. And in today's video, I am reacting to the new Superman trailer, to the official trailer for Superman, which is releasing in July of this year. Now, a little bit of context before I get into my reaction. This is my most anticipated film for this year. I just want to see a great Superman movie, full of joy, full of excitement, and just that makes you want to be happy, you know, because it feels like the last Superman movie we got, which was Man of Steel, was quite downhearted and was too generic in my opinion. I mean, it was a Zack Snyder film at the end of the day, so that's why. But, and I don't mind Zack Snyder as a filmmaker, by the way. It sounded like I was bashing him then, and not. It sounded like I was bashing him then. I'm not. I really like his version of Justice League, but I wasn't a big fan of his version of Superman. And James Gunn is coming on to direct this Superman movie. James Gunn, if you don't know already, directed the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, which I absolutely adore. The first Guardians of the Galaxy was the film that made me realise, oh yeah, superhero movies can be great if they're like that. If they're fun, lean into the sort of comic bookness of them all, for lack of a better phrase. And yeah, I loved the first Guardians of the Galaxy so much. James Gunn also directed the Suicide Squad, which I like on reflection, but don't love like I did the first time I saw it. But I have total faith in James Gunn with this movie, because James Gunn is a fantastic filmmaker when it comes to superhero / comic book movies. Now, the teaser trailer for this came out in December of last year, if I'm not mistaken. And I wasn't a big fan of the teaser trailer. I thought it made this film look like Top Gun, and it didn't. When I was watching the teaser trailer for this film, it didn't scream Superman to me. So I'm hoping the official trailer screams Superman to me and gets me more excited than the teaser trailer did. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into my reaction for the official trailer for Superman coming out this year. Fingers crossed I like this one. Fingers crossed I like this trailer. So let's go, shall we? Let's go with this trailer. I haven't seen the trailer yet. This is a completely legitimate reaction. The trailer released as I'm recording this about half an hour ago. Haven't seen the trailer yet, so this reaction that I'm about to do right now is going to be my first reaction. Here we go.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman?
Sure.
What, so she knows he's Superman?
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Okay, that's an interesting development.
Modifier for what some might. It's a lot.
That was in the first trailer.
The Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman.
Oh, no, she doesn't know he's Superman. I don't think she does anyway.
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
Anybody except
Oh, does she know he's Superman? I'm a bit confused by all that. Great visual still. That was in the first trailer.
Myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
Not loving the CGI. I love their interaction.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Score sounds a bit better. Not loads better. I'm still not in love with the CGI. The action doesn't look great to me. It may in the movie though.
That's what makes you.
That looks good. That looks good. The relationship between him and his family looks good. Don't know who that is.
Superman.
Lex looks good.
Isn't it?
this conversation.
That's pretty good, but what Lex is saying.
Except that.
Okay, Lex looks great.
Take your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Flying looks really good. I'm not quite sure on that big monster thing. There's a lot here that looks promising. Okay, that looks better than the first trailer, I'll say that. Is there any more?
You have a dog.
I'm not even a dog person, and that made me smile. I hate dogs. I'm not a dog person, but even I smiled at the end of that. It looks better than the first trailer. I'm still not totally on board. I think there's way too many characters in this film. From the look of the trailer, I hope I'm wrong when I watch the movie. I hope I watch the film and I go, there should have been that amount of characters. All the characters serve a purpose. But at the moment, it looks like the film's a little overcrowded. You know, when you look at Superman the movie starring Christopher Reeves, that film's really just about Superman and Lois. Lex is in it as well, yeah, but that's really it. The story is about Superman and Lois. And this film, although it looks like the focus of the film is going to be Superman and Lois, it doesn't look like the film's just about that. I think it's meant to be something like the Justice Society or something. I don't know. This is the thing, I don't really know. I'm not a comic book nerd. I don't read comic books. So this is all kind of new to me. And so you're introducing all these characters, but in a Superman movie, and it feels like maybe James Gunn is doing a bit too much. I hope I'm wrong when I come to watch this movie in July. I certainly hope I'm wrong when I go, okay, all the introduction to the characters was done beautifully, and they all fit into the film fantastically. But at the moment, I'm kind of feeling that like there's too many characters in there. And I felt that from the first trailer as well. I'm not sure on the amount of characters, and the action sequences aren't selling me. The action sequences look a little CGI heavy. I don't know whether it's the way they're being shot, or whether it's the way they are, or whether it's the fact that they're actually CGI. I don't know. I don't know how they did the action sequences for this movie, but the action sequences, they haven't got me excited. They haven't made me go, oh, that's an action sequence I really want to watch in a superhero movie. Like, superhero movies have to have action sequences. It's kind of a main ingredient of a superhero movie. And the action sequences in this trailer alone, I might be wrong when the film comes out, but in this trailer alone, it looks like the action sequences are shot from a distance, which I don't always like. I like when action sequences kind of get in with the action, and you get close-ups of the characters fighting each other in the action, and you feel like you're there when a fist is thrown, you know what I mean? But it doesn't look like that's the case in this film. It didn't look like that from the trailers, so I'm not sold on the action, I'm not sold on the new characters, and I don't really know who's who, and I'm worried that I'm going to feel like I don't know who's who when I watch the film come July this year. That being said, this film looks more like Superman to me than it did in December. This film, it looks like it's going to give us hope. It looks like it's going to be funny. It looks like it's going to have a really good lead in David Cornsweet as Superman, well, Clark Kent, aka Superman, and it looks like it's going to be a really entertaining, and James Gunn has put a lot of work into making this film. There were certain parts of that trailer, like Superman flying, was like, okay, yeah, that looks like Superman to me. The score sounded like Superman to me. I mean, it does help that it was a Superman theme by John Williams and a big, sort of orchestral kind of trailer sounding music, you know what I mean? Trailer sounding version of the main theme to Superman. But that trailer did look like Superman to me more, and I like the Clark Kent aspects that we see in the trailer as well. Although, does Lois know that he's Superman? I'm confused by the trailer there. Maybe I need to rewatch the trailer. Should I rewatch it? You know what? I'm going to go and rewatch it. Let's do that now. Let's do another reaction now that I've seen the trailer for the first time. So this is my reaction for the second time.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
does she know? I'm confused by that.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
But they've got a good dynamic.
Superman.
Clear chemistry there.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of fire.
It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
That looks well done, by the way.
Not maybe.
The war
I did.
sequence.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States.
representing anybody.
So does she know? Because of his reaction there.
I'm doing good.
His reaction seems very...
I would question myself in this
like he's
situation and
reacting as Superman to me. I don't know. Maybe not. That looks like it's well done, him falling. But I think, from what I'm gathering, she doesn't know he's Superman. So... which I think is a good thing. I'll say why after I rewatch the trailer. Not in love with the CGI dog. Didn't notice that the first time.
Your actions. That's what makes
The
you
family stuff looks great.
who you are.
Looks great. I don't know who that is. For the life of me, I don't know who these new characters are. I know who Lex is. Lex looks awesome.
He's not a man. He's an it.
It's an it. That's a brilliant line from Lex. Great shot. Superman rising from the ashes. Okay, the action looked a bit better there on the second time around.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
That flying does look good in my opinion. Don't know who that is. I don't know who some of these other characters are. Not in love with the selfie taking. But that looks good. Okay, yeah. It still looks good to me, but I picked up on a couple more things the second time round. I still wouldn't say Mike Simon is as high as I would like it to be. I was hoping the trailers would do a bit more for me. The trailers look like they're leaning into some generic movie tropes perhaps, and maybe some cheap comedy. Like, I didn't notice a woman taking a selfie at one point in the trailer until I just rewatched it, and I was like, okay, I'm not in love with that. Why do we have to see that? Is it going to be important to the plot? Because I think comedy is at its best when it serves the narrative. And to me, that looks like it's going to be a bit of a cheap gag. Like, imagine if there was this person who wanted to take a selfie with Superman, but he didn't want to, so she tries to take a selfie with him when he's on the top of this building. I don't know. That's what it kind of looked like to me. Hopefully I'm wrong when I watch the film. Hopefully maybe the selfie turns out to be something quite important later on in the movie. That could happen. That genuinely could happen. And maybe I'm getting fixated on the wrong thing. But still, I don't want this film to be full of cheap gags, is what I'm saying. I still don't know who the other characters are. What's the point? But the other point I was making, that the other reason I really wanted to rewatch the trailer was because I wasn't sure whether Lois, I almost called her Lewis, Lois knew that Clark was Superman in that trailer. I don't think she does. I might be wrong when the film comes around, but I don't think she does, and I think that's a good thing because that will provide hopefully quite a good scene in the film when when Clark Kent tells Lois that he's Superman, because one of the more memorable moments of Superman the movie is when Christopher Reeve changed his mannerism from the Clark Kent sort of bending over to this straight, standing up Superman. I'm like, oh yeah, clearly can see the difference there. And then that's when he tells Lois. I don't remember Superman the movie too well. I didn't love it, but that was one of the more memorable moments. And I think that's when he first tells Lois that he's Superman. And I kind of want a scene like that. Not a direct copy, obviously, but I kind of want a scene like that in this film, and I think it would be one of the more memorable scenes. Do it towards the end of the film, make it really effective, make it emotionally effective, make it kind of funny at the same time, maybe. I don't know, but I'm hoping, and I think from rewatching the trailer, I got the idea that Lois doesn't know that Clark is Superman, but I'm hoping that's the case when I watch the film this summer. Yeah, there are things that I'm looking forward to when it comes to this movie. There are things that I'm certainly looking forward to. I think the flying sequences look great. I'm looking forward to seeing David Cornsweet as Superman. Rachel Brosnahan looks great as Lois Lane. All the stuff with Clark Kent in the Daily Planet, or is it? Yeah, it's a Daily Planet, isn't it? The Daily Bugle is Spider-Man. So this shows you how much I don't really know about Superman. But I think it's the Daily Planet. Do correct me if I'm wrong. All that stuff looks great. A lot of the film looks like it's going to be a really great time at the cinema, which is what I'm hoping it's going to be. A great popcorn flick that is a different kind of superhero movie, which is what I want. But there are parts of it which have me worried, like the amount of characters that are going to be in there. Some of the action sequences haven't got me sold yet. Again, I'm reserving judgment till I see the film, but just from the trailers, I'm not sold on the action sequences. And the last thing is Krypto the dog. I'm not sold on Krypto. I like the last shot with Krypto in this trailer, but I'm not sure if Krypto is needed to be in this film. Again, it'll probably serve a narrative purpose. There'll probably be a narrative purpose as to why Krypto is in this film. But I don't love the idea that there's going to be a CGI dog flying about throughout most of this movie. I don't love that. And I know that they have to CGI the dog when it's flying about. I understand that. But when the dog's not flying about, you don't have to CGI the dog. You know, you look at something like Frasier, which I watch almost every morning, and there's a main dog in Frasier that they don't CGI. They just used tricks behind the scenes to make the dog do certain things. And that's what they should do with Superman. You know, you can get dogs which are trained to be in films, I'm guessing, probably. I mean, you can get all different kind of pets which are trained to be in movies. And so they should have just got a dog to do the certain ground scenes, the more grounded scenes, and then maybe a CGI dog, well, obviously a CGI dog for the flying scenes, because Krypto the dog is a super dog. So maybe again I'm focused on the wrong thing, but I could tell that the dog was CGI, and I'm hoping I'm not going to tell that when I'm hoping it's not going to be obvious and annoy me when I'm watching the film in the cinema come this July. But I will say, after watching the official trailer, I'm more excited about this film. I'm hoping for the best. And I think that James Gunn is, at the end of the day, at the very least, going to provide an entertaining film. Will it be a great film? I'm not sure yet. I'm still excited. It's still my most anticipated movie of the year, with Wicked for Good closely following up. I think the trailer for that's meant to be coming out tomorrow, by the way. Anyway, with Wicked for Good as a close follow-up, but this is still my number one most anticipated movie, and hopefully it delivers. Hopefully it delivers on just at the end of the day being a great Superman movie. I'm not quite sure why we need all those other characters in there, but, you know, maybe they'll serve a purpose that I just don't know about yet. But at the moment, I'm excited, but, you know, however, I'm cautiously optimistic. I want this film to be awesome. I want to come out and go, that was a great superhero movie, and a superhero movie unlike I've seen before. But at the moment, I'm not totally getting that from the trailers. But then again, I didn't get that from the trailers to Guardians of the Galaxy, and look how I feel about the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Look how I feel about the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy. I didn't think any of the trailers to those films were brilliant, but I love all those movies. So, hoping for the best with this film, and hoping to be very pleasantly very pleasantly surprised in all the ways I want to be. Come, what's it, July the 11th, this summer. So yes, that is my reaction. Those are my reactions, should I say, because I did 2 reactions in this video today. Those are my reactions to the official Superman trailer, and that is my thoughts on the Superman official trailer as well. So please let me know your thoughts on the official trailer for Superman. Maybe you loved it, or maybe the trailer didn't sell you on it. Maybe it's still very unsure about what this film's going to be. Whatever your thoughts are on the official trailer for Superman, please let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching or listening, or thank you for watching this video, should I say. I was thinking it's a podcast then, no it's not. Thank you for watching this video, and if you haven't yet, please do click down below and like and subscribe on this video, and look forward to many more videos like this coming very, very soon on this channel. As I've already said, thank you so much for watching this video today. I was about to say thank you for watching or listening. No, thank you as always for watching, and I will see you guys again soon. But bye for now. Bye.